features 2 people can be in it at one time. It's basically just a rock wall, and it's free climb. There's no harness or anything, so you climb, you fall straight into the foam pit. It's super safe, super fun. It's, you know, you don't feel like you're held down by the harness. You can go as high or as low as you want. Something that's not in the park right now that will be featured later on, we are going to put some technology behind it, so you're actually able to play games while you're climbing. That's not in it yet. It'll be a feature that'll get added. So it's going to be really, really cool. This is something we don't have in our other parks right now, so this is definitely a new innovative feature that we're starting to put. Some parks have it to go all the way to the ceiling. We chose to do this for safety reasons. This right here is our airbag and foam pit. This is really fun. The airbag is also super new. It's an innovative feature as well. It's something that's a little bit different than just jumping into the blocks of foam. It's actually a little bit easier to get out of. The foam pit, I will say, is extremely fun. We've got 1 lane of foam pit, 1 lane of sky ladder. The foam is so hard to get out of, which makes it a challenge, which kind of makes it more fun. You wouldn't think so, but it is ridiculous how hard it is. And then the sky ladder actually fidgets. So whenever you're climbing across it, it's really hard to make it across without flipping into the foam pit, which also is another challenge feature that makes it super fun. Kids love it, adults love it. Adults love the foam pit, and the airbag we haven't had in any of our parks yet, so we can't wait to see how the turnout is and how people enjoy that as well. One cool thing, this is the second one we put in the park that we currently have. We're putting it in some of our other ones. This is Sky Joust. So 4 people get on a time. We have these cool sticks that they have. They go with 2 hands, and the goal is to knock each other off. It gets really intense. It's really, really fun. It's hard to balance, but a lot of people enjoy it. We can even get some team members or something to maybe jump on it later too to show you how it works. But it's really, really cool. They have a lot of fun. They literally jump with rules. You can't get on the orange pads just because it makes it more difficult if you stay on the ball. But it's pretty fun. We did a team jump the other day, and they all got on this, and it was hysterical. It was pretty fun to watch. We will go back here to Dodgeball. So this is our main Dodgeball court. This court can actually fit about 27 people at a time, capacity level for a dodgeball game. What's really cool about dodgeball here is that we do tournaments, we do leagues, we do derby just for walk-in play. We have it available during open jump. We actually hold an annual qualifier at all of our parks. And the annual qualifier, whatever team wins at each park, actually gets moved on to Las Vegas or at Nationals for a chance to win $50,000. And Sky Zone, each park, well for us, we actually fundraise to raise money to actually help them pay for their plane tickets, pay for their hotel fees and things like that to get them there. Just because it's super fun and it's great to see how far they go in the national championships. It's also aired on ESPN. So a lot of people really, really like coming in just to play dodgeball. A lot of the 16 and up crowd, a lot of college students. This park individually, we have something really awesome. We are partnering with New Orleans Dodgeball Association. They play dodgeball on the regular outside of this. They've played in our qualifiers at our local parks in other locations, and so they have agreed to come in and actually run our leagues for us. So it's very legit that we're going to start following some of their rules. So whenever we have a better chance of getting to nationals and actually maybe pulling a win next year. So that's going to be really fun. There's going to be leagues all year round. This is the fantastic open main court. It's actually called Freestyle Court now, Freestyle Jump. Cool thing about this court is actually a net divider can come down and make a second dodgeball court on that side where that orange pad meets the other one and crosses over. A net can actually be slid right across and makes a second dodgeball court. So if this one is in use, that we can have a second game going. Also really good for tournaments because you don't want to have just one game going at a time. You can actually have a nice bracket playing at the same time. Main court's really cool. We're adding a Tumble Track feature in weeks to come. They actually forgot to put that in, and so they're having to ship us a new one. So we will have a Tumble Track that goes through the middle, completely open. This is where a lot of the kids like to play, like to do their flips because they have more space to be able to do so. Sky hoops is another new feature that we've put in this park that we don't currently have in some of our other ones. It is a kind of like the brother to our Sky Slam, which is right next door to it. But it's more of a one-on-one game. You actually can block. It's like a 2-minute game. One person stands on each side, and you try to shoot from your side, and the goal is to block the opponent's shot. So really fun. They get experience on the court. It becomes a game, and who can beat who. And then another basketball feature that we have. A lot of people really like this one, especially guys who really like basketball, because there's 2 height levels. So you have one that's really good for the kids, one really good for your average size adult or teenager, college kid. You actually you take about 3 jumps, and then you can do trick shots. So dunking, you can make that shot that you can't make on the ground. So it's great practice for regular basketball, but it's also really fun because it gives you the ability to do things that you normally couldn't do. Get a good video, you know, a lot of people like to get a good video and put it on social media, that they can dunk the ball as hard as they can. So we're with 2 basketball features here, which is pretty cool. We normally don't have that. And this is our mother of all warrior horses. So this thing is pretty big. Pretty challenging. The best part about it is it's one of the first of its kind actually in a trampoline park. We went above and beyond and actually got the creators of American Ninja Warrior to build out this course. So they actually created this course especially for us, for this park, and came in and, you know, helped us put together what we wanted in it so it would be challenging and that it would be real. It wouldn't just be some course that's thrown together. It's a real course that was actually made by American Ninja Warrior. So there's a lot of features in it that you see on TV when you're watching it, which starts over here. Almost every American Ninja Warrior course starts with the platform-based jumps. I was actually watching a clip last night, and they had a huge spider wall just like this with the glass. So there's nothing on the bottom. You jump through this. You have to actually hands and feet all the way across this glass spider wall. Then you have the doorknobs and monkey bars. There are doorknobs on both sides, I believe. And you have to get across. You have to get across that and then onto the monkey bars. You have to get through this rope, down this bridge, and then you have to go up the diagonal hanging rod to roll down this to complete the spinning cylinder to get to the final finish. So we may be changing some things and adding some things later on, but we've got a pretty good course. We have foam and airbags underneath just to change it up. So some you might fall into foam, some you might fall into the airbag. This is a little easier to get out of, whereas the beginning and the end, you know, it can take some time.